happening, Magnacites?
What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
Today it's a double video.
Yes, it is.
She's recording a video for her channel, and I'm recording one for mine, as usual. She's jumping in on the list videos.
Yes.
I put her down.
I actually was going to ask him to do this one on mine, and then he brought it to my attention today, and I'm like, wait a minute, which list is this?
Yeah, before she
and then I was just like, oh, because I saw it, I was just like, oh, man.
So
first, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What was you going first of all? What?
I was going to start off by saying that these lists are coming out, and it seems like a lot of women are looked upon as asking for a lot, right? But a lot of these women have to ask themselves, are you the woman that this man is looking for? The man that you are seeking to want to do all these things for you, are you the woman that they want?
Yeah, I guess they're assuming that they are. And that's what I'm thinking. They're assuming that they are, and given that this is what I want from you.
Yeah. Are you the woman that the man you want wants? Are you the woman that the man you want wants?
So a woman now has put out a list of things you should do as a woman.
With the eyeballs like, are you doing it?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, if you want to go back and forth, we can do this.
Okay.
That's what she said. But let's continue. It says, list of things. I'll start with number one.
As I land on the last one.
Yeah. I'll let you get the last one. So, list of things you should do as a woman. Do you even meet the qualifications of everything you're requiring of a man? This list, y'all are creating. Number one. Be his safe place, comfort zone. Feel like home.
Yes.
Well, first off, I ain't the woman in this relationship, so I'm going to be asking you these questions, boo-boo. Okay?
That's fine.
Is she doing this for me or not?
He can't even do that.
I did it both times and you was laughing, and then you did yours. Yours overshadowed mine. There it is.
Yes. You have got to be a man's safe place. You do. Because a lot of men already don't do, I wouldn't say they don't do a good job, but they just don't speak on how they feel sometimes. They don't express their emotions a lot because I feel like society has made men look to be weak when they show emotion and things like that. And I know a lot of men feel that way as well. But you want to be able to give a man a safe space for him to come to you and talk to you about anything without making him feel like less of a man, without making him feel like anything is being taken away from him, without making him feel like he is not a leader, he is not a provider, he is not a supporter. You as a woman need to meet him where he needs you. That's why it's so important when you get married, you need to be able to be what holds your other person. Like, let's say if he's feeling, I would say just weak, just mentally, emotionally, and he just can't seem to function in that day, I need to create a safe space for him to trust me enough to hold him up when he feels like he may not hold himself up.
We just got the safe place. The video can't be 2.5 hours.
So that goes into having a comfort zone too. Like, the man needs to be comfortable enough to come talk to you without judgment and without any drama. And in light, all of that makes him feel like home. You hear people say home is where the heart is. It's true. It's true.
So I'm going to answer. Is she my safe place? Is she my comfort zone? Does she feel like home? I did tell her one time that I said, you feel like home. You feel familiar. And I told her that was a good thing. She is comfortable to talk to. She's from Bridgeport, so I don't know if she's completely safe yet.
Stop it! serious.
Number 2.
Listen, be understanding and be patient.
Yes, that's her. She she listens and she talks and she talks and she talks. She is very patient. I'll give her that, because there are certain things, because of things that I dealt with another serious relationship that I had, that I tested her with on certain things. Like, I deliberately did certain things to work her nerves, and she did very well. Very well. And she continues to do very well with certain things. I'm just like, yeah, she's okay. She's not ready to explode like other one I had dealt with was. So
see, and some women, I've seen some women like be impatient with their men. Like, they're talking and trying to explain something, like, hurry up, just say what you got to say. Like, that, you are not giving him a safe space to speak if you are being impatient with him when he's talking to you. Therefore, you are not listening, nor are you being understanding. That's just...
Number 4. 3 and 4. Look at that. 3 and 4. That's weird. Feed his soul. She acts like she in church right now, don't she? Yeah, I would say she feeds my soul. She's good for my soul in certain aspects. Good for my soul in certain aspects. She definitely attempts to feed my soul. She does.
I do feed your soul.
She attempts to listen and be understanding and all that other good. She
so far
she attempts to do these things. I will say that. And she does some of them, or most of them, very well. Go ahead.
So how do I feed your soul?
That's more of a energy thing. That's more of a combination of who you are as a woman and what you bring, how you make us feel as a man. If our soul is kind of calm around you, you have a warmth around you, that, it's like I said, it's a combination of things.
Some women don't know
how
what
she
that
listens
is.
to. It's cooking for us. It's how she take care of us if we're sick. How she listens. How she talks. Just little small things that all combine into feeding your soul. It can be a list of 5 with some men and maybe 10 with others. You know what I mean? Next is me, right? 5.
No, you did 3 and 4.
I did 1. Oh, okay, good. Sorry.
Love him unconditionally.
I'm going to stop her before she even jumps on this. Listen.
I know what he's going to say.
Humans do not love unconditionally.
We've had a discussion about it, and it makes sense.
You know who we do love unconditionally? Most humans are hardwired to our children. When they're born, you love that baby. That baby is just so precious to you. But if she's just cheating on me back to back to back to back, and I keep forgiving her over and over and over again, there is a point to where I'm going to fall out of love with her.
Yeah.
It's just, God does love unconditionally. But humans can. But I'm just saying that when you require that, I just don't. There are conditions that made you fall in love with me. And there are conditions that made me fall in love with her. She does this, she does that, she says this, she dresses like this, she cooks like that. She danced like this, you know what I mean?
First of all.
That made me fall in love with her. So she can answer this, but she knows how I feel about this whole.
And I respect his opinion. I really, really do.
Too much, personally.
I've always said love unconditionally, only because when you think about it, and not you, just you in general, there are conditions that do make you fall in love with someone. A condition could be the way that he speaks to you, or the way that he shows you affection. That's a condition, right? But when I think of unconditionally, it's I love you past this. So if, let's say, something happens to you and you get into a car accident, whatever it is, you lose a leg, an arm, or whatever, that's not going to make me love you any less. I love you that is not a condition that's going to make me love you less. I love you then unconditionally, no matter what, because I love you that much. I think when we say unconditionally, it's not only just what you can do for us, but what we're willing to do also. You know what I mean? Like in a situation like that, like something like that, I would say unconditionally, because I'm not going to love you any less because something happened to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's
get
what
that,
I mean.
But
that's what
I'm
I
just
mean.
saying, because humans got conditions, you know, and the fact of the matter is what? Finances are the main reason for divorce that cause the fighting that eventually causes people to resent each other and nitpick and point. So there are certain conditions. It's just true. Yeah. But anyway, who's next?
You, number 6.
Pray for him. She always tells me that she prays for me. And I pray for the Lord to put your sneakers into basketball courts where you don't even know you was invited yet. Listen. That's what I'm always praying for you, girl. I mean, man, my man. Give him the real statement.
Wait, what were you saying?
I said you I make fun of you all the time for this. I pray for the Lord to put your feet into moccasins on dance floors you didn't even know you was invited.
I tell him that your feet are planted in rooms that you haven't entered into yet. But he doesn't know. I have prayed all day. I pray for him every day. I prayed over him a few times, even when he's gone through things. I prayed for him. It's so important for you to have that type of faith-based connection, because you need, and I'm being serious. No. Like, you need to be with somebody who can cover you in prayer. Like, when you can't do something for them, or you feel like you're not doing enough, and you need to be able to be in a space where you can have that connection and pray for them. Like, for me personally, I'm a praying woman. Like, I pray above all else, and I pray for him so much more than he knows.
I pray for her too. That don't nothing happen to her.
Do you feel that that's important for a woman to pray for me?
If you're religious, yeah. If you're not religious, I mean, the whole thing is, I believe God exists, but
I know people who aren't religious, but they still pray.
It's as long as God exists, I think it's important, because sometimes something could happen to you, whatever, or not happen to you, and people be like, somebody was praying for his. Sometimes that happens, and maybe someone was. You know what I'm saying? Maybe someone was. So, but to people that aren't religious, it's not going to matter to them. But I get what, and then if you're not praying, at least he's going to always want you to wish him the best, no matter what's going on. So, 7.
Be his peace. Be his peace. Why are you like, I am your peace?
You call her 50.
You're mine.
50.
Nah, I am his peace.
50.
I mean, he gets on my nerves.
50.
You 50% get on my nerves, 50%.
She can't do it, homie. It can't.
Yes, I can stop. All right. First of all, this list is not about me. Okay, so let's.
Well, I'm asking you though,
okay.
as a woman.
You could ask me as a
woman. She definitely tries to be my peace. Yes, she does.
No.
She definitely prays for us. So I'm telling y'all what she does on this list.
Like I said, this list is not about me.
His best friend.
We don't need to. This ain't about me and us. This is a general.
Yes, it is.
General answer.
Yes, it is. Because I said I was going to say whether you were doing these things or not. So it is about us.
Okay.
All right. 8.
Be his best friend.
That's something she definitely tries to do.
Oh, wait. Back to be his peace. How do you feel like... Because there are women out there who feels like, oh, I am his peace. I do this and I do this. But some men feel like that's not enough.
Oh, yeah. I guess explain it. If you aggravate him, you are not his peace. If you're always nagging, always aggravating him, can't leave him alone, can't stop talking, all the things that irritate him, if you can't stop doing that when he asks for a little time alone or for something he's got to handle, he's going to, listen, ladies, and I'm fair. I know there's some guy that don't handle their business. That's not what I'm talking about.
Right.
All things being good, if you got a good man that's doing his job, please just give him peace when he asks for it. It'll go an extremely long way. Because there's always the stereotype of the girl following the dude around the house, pointing her finger, saying this and that.
Yes.
She is not, she is not his peace.
Yeah, that's
some
toxic.
of them, he puts them in peace sometimes, and that's not right either. But it's like, just leave people alone. It's very toxic,
All right, be his best friend.
She's always trying to do that.
I told him, I'm like, you are my best friend.
She's like, babe, let's watch Captain America Civil War tonight.
Am I your best
friend? Come on. You up there.
See what I go through?
We know each other long enough. Like,
you don't have to be.
She is the
we ain't gotta know each other long
sister-in-law to one of my best friends. There's known me since a child. So she's up there though. You know what I mean? She's up there.
You ain't gotta know somebody for a long time to be their best friend.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You don't.
But you up there though.
Like, I consider you my best friend because I can do stuff with you that I've never done with anybody else, not even my own friends. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, because I'm half crazy a little bit, so she can be as silly and crazy as she wants to be. Go look up Tyrone Magnus Gucci bag. That should bring up a couple of videos.
Yeah, go look See, I better be your best friend. You got me doing crazy stuff like that around the house. Your turn, number 9.
Uplift, encourage, support, believe in him. She does all of that. And that's very important, ladies. That's very important. Because a man, it is very hard for a man out there. If you don't know how hard it is for men, I just want you to just watch some videos on the manosphere. They can be very one-sided to where they can feel like they're attacking women. I don't suggest you pay attention to that too much because women and men go together like yin and yang. We have our strengths, our weaknesses. We complement each other. There are things that men do wrong and things that women do wrong. If we can just do them right, we're at our happiest. So, but you'll find out there's so much stuff about men that we lead these really bad categories in because of how we're viewed by society. You have it hard, so do we. So if we have someone, there's an extra great man's a great woman. A lot of times that's true. That's true because he has a woman that's willing to support him. She uplifts him when he's down. She encourages him when he's unsure of himself. She supports him when he needs it. He might not be getting it from nobody else. He might have goals he wants to accomplish that he doesn't want to tell anybody, but he'll tell his girlfriend and tell his wife. If she can believe in him, so yeah. And she does all of that. I guess
number 10. Give forgiveness, grace, and be compassionate.
I know who she is and who she was before she dated me. So she's a very forgiving person. I already know that. Grace and compassionate. She loves animals, and people, we watch videos all day together, Instagram and stuff. There's certain videos she doesn't want to see because she's very compassionate, especially toward children, puppies, kittens, all that stuff. So she definitely does that. So look at you. You high on this lady's list so far.
Yeah. I would just like to add, you give forgiveness. So there is a certain level of grace that not only you give yourself, but you give your significant other. And give forgiveness is not to be mistaken with allowing things to continue to happen to you and forgive and not fix it. But you do have to have a level of forgiveness because, things do happen. People aren't perfect. Relationships aren't perfect. It takes work. Marriage takes work. Relationships takes work. And being compassionate, that's just something that needs to come with you. Like, that is not a skill. That you need to be a compassionate person, in my opinion. Like, I'm compassionate towards life, towards his life, towards what he does, towards what I do, how we are with each other. I'm compassionate about a lot of things. And I think that it's really, really important for a man to have that in a woman.
11. Understand him.
Understand him.
She
I
definitely
will say,
seeks to.
No, listen, I do, but I didn't always. It took me a while to understand him because he is so different from what I've been used to. He is like a total different breed of a man than what I was used to. So understanding him and his ways, and y'all see him on screen, animated, passionate, screaming, hollering, loud. There was a point where I took all of that personal. Like, who are you yelling at? Who are you talking to? But that's just him. Like, that's who he is. And so learning to understand your man. Granted, people say, oh, women don't know men and men don't know women. We may not know each other, but trying to understand our men gives him less stress to deal with. Because with understanding him comes knowing him. Knowing when to give him space, when he's hungry, when he is going through something, or when you just need to give him his space and pray for him if he's dealing with something that he may not even be talking to you about. So
yeah, that's what they gotta do. Yeah, and for men, it's just gonna be, if we can tell that you're trying to understand this, it's just not, when you have disagreements or arguments, don't just spew out what you think. You might want to ask him, well, I don't understand. How are you seeing this? Help me to understand how you're seeing this situation.
Because there is a right way to
come
ask.
to an understanding. Give him space. She does now.
I do now. For reasons I will not discuss right now, it took a while for me to give him space, but it wasn't because I didn't want to give him space. It was a lot of stuff that I dealt with in my past that I didn't even realize that I wasn't giving him the space that he was asking for. You know what I mean? Like,
I had to put her in the dryer with bounce. Static cling, boy. I walk out the house, something like, no, I'm going to the gym. You can stay here.
No, and that's, like, I love.
Hey, my man, you got a girl stuck to your back. Oh, thanks, B. What are you doing? I know you love me. I'm going to be back, okay? All right.
Listen to my ladies who have been through really bad relationships. Let me tell you something. Being in a toxic relationship is hard, but being in a good one afterwards is even harder. And knowing him and him making me feel comfortable and safe and secure in this relationship made me want to be around him even more. And it was a lot of times and he's like, I got work to do. And I'd be like, but let's go here. Let's do this. Let's do that. And now I'm at a point where we go to the gym together or separate. He locks himself in the office. I do my own thing, because I have nothing to worry about. I can freely give this man space and know that he's not going anywhere. I just have so much fun with him. Like I said, he's my best friend.
So,
number 13. Cook for him.
You just got done cooking for me.
Feed him home cooked meals.
Have you ever been to Carrabba's? They have this Italian chicken wedding soup.
No, it's called I think it's called Grandma's chicken soup or something. It's like a spicy chicken.
Well, she found a copycat and she made that tonight.
Yes.
It was excelente.
Cook for him,
even
ladies.
A word. She'll cook every day for me if I ask her to. So, yeah.
And listen, I love cooking. I really, really do. That's like almost a bit of therapy for me. But ladies, cook for your man. Do not
She's a big girl. She's a big girl in a little girl's body.
Do not just do no frozen dinners. Do not just stop at a restaurant just to bring him something to eat because he's hungry. Because
cooking makes us feel cared for.
Yes, I was just about to say that. Men actually pay attention to the effort that you put in to care for them. Just like you want men to be providers, we need to be nurturers. And one of the nurturing things that we continue to do, should do, or have grown up to do is to cook for a man home cooked meals. I learned from my mom, my mom's mom. We're traditional Puerto Rican women. We feed our men.
Running back to 12 real quick, giving him space. Also, ladies, will show him that you respect him. Especially if he's a busy dude. Especially if he's got things on his mind. Men don't usually talk their problems out. They usually figure it out by themselves. But if they do, always remember this. If they do ask you for help, consider it serious. Because men don't ask for help.
Men want to do things.
Whenever men ask each other, we're kind of like, yeah, man, what's going on? Well, what's up? What's wrong? Because we know inherently how we are. So if we can't figure it out ourselves and we asking you, this is important. All right? Now.
Good point, babe. Good point.
Respect him.
Respect him.
That's huge. Once
that
he
should
feels,
be a given.
Yes. Once he feels disrespected, listen, Kevin Samuels used to say this all the time. I'm going to let her answer. Kevin Samuels used to say this all the time, that disrespect with men can get you deleted. Okay? And this is with men or women. Men are willing to do some very dangerous things for respect. Most of the time, it doesn't go down that bad. However, if you're just talking about men and women, when we feel disrespected, man, he's either going to leave you or he's going to hurt you back. Or, just please respect him. And don't be like, oh, well, if he ain't respecting me, well, leave him then.
Right.
If you're not getting the respect you want from a man, leave him. Okay? But yes, be respectful. Respect your man.
I've seen a lot of unfortunate situations where women will get up in their man's face, put their hands on him, and then the guy retaliates in self-defense, and then the women want to play victim. Now, I personally had a very good friend who passed on from DV. So I am not a fan of putting your hands on anybody. But some women don't understand that it doesn't even have to take that much of a magnitude for a man to be disrespected. It could be the way you dress.
But she wasn't even disrespectful though. That one.
No. She, a woman. There's a lot of things that men look at to be respected, and it could be the biggest thing to, you putting your hands on him, or the smallest thing, like the way you carry yourself, the way you dress,
just the way you dress could be disrespectful.
The way that you speak. The way that you speak to your family, the way that you speak to your friends, the way that you are at work. Some guys really look at that stuff. And if you're with a man who really pays attention to everything that you do, because I'm a firm believer in you represent your mate wherever you go. He represents me and I represent him. If I walk out of this house and I'm taking pictures with my butt out on Instagram, that is a sign of disrespect to my man, because I am supposed to be out here respecting our relationship and respecting who I am as his woman.
And we mainly look at this stuff when we're considering you for marriage. If we're just on fling, we don't care.
Guys won't say anything to you. Go ahead, do you, boo,
we
because they doing that.
We get picky about that when we're like, oh, she could be the mother of my children. And, this is the type of woman that is the mother of your children. And the type of woman that's not.
Yeah. So respect your man, and it has to be both ways too. Not just men. Not just women towards their men. Both parties, men and women, have to respect each other, especially when you're in a relationship and you love each other. It, like I said, it takes work. You have to respect each other in order for you to understand one another, to communicate, and for things to work out. So.
Be submissive and allow him to lead. Well, we got done watching all the 50 Shades of Grey movies, and we understand how that dynamic.
First of all,
not that one.
Not that kind of submission.
So,
my dad.
Yes. He's like, oh, I have to see that movie.
No, you don't.
Be
submissive. You ain't.
So.
No, you ain't.
That is more of a
be submissive.
Listen, like,
and this isn't just sexual.
Alpha, how the alpha male type, mentality, being dominant, assertive, all that stuff is what most women are attracted to. It's the same thing with men. Submissiveness, agreeability, easy to deal with. Of course, we'll have, our disagreements, but it's like if I constantly got to fight with you to be head of the household, like, first, it should never be a fight. So it's just, there's, put it this way. A real woman to me settles, a man and a woman will settle into their places very easily. That dynamic is just, it comes natural. But it's usually women that are very, huh?
No, I said my hair's poking.
It's very, women that are very masculine and stuff like that. They tend to have an issue being, submissive, or if they make more money than a man and all that other stuff. And listen, submissiveness is extremely attractive to us. You have no idea how. So I'm just letting you know.
And I think a lot of women hear the word submissive and feel like, he ain't gonna control me, he ain't gonna tell me what to do. Listen, being submissive does not mean being a doormat. Being submissive means being in your feminine energy. And if the man asks you for something to eat, as his woman, you make him something to eat. Or if you see that he is tired, just like, what's her face said? I forget her name, Sadia. If he's tired, make him a cup of coffee. Like, if he's been walking all day, rub his feet. Like, these are things that should come naturally to you. Being submissive, if he's asking you, hey, look, I'm a little tired, do you mind doing this for me? Or it doesn't mean that he is running you or he is controlling you, but you have to have some type of...
There can't be two leaders.
No, they're no.
You know what I mean?
I don't know about y'all, but I need a man.
You know
like,
what I
I want and need a man.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that I can do on my own, yes, but I will never say that I don't need a man, because...
Okay, you know what the dynamic... I'm going to tell y'all the work. This is what a combative masculine woman is to a man that's a good man. Megatron and Starscream. It is the worst, because Starscream is always questioning his authority, his decisions, and is always trying to take over leadership. It is the worst. And the funniest thing is, if you watch Transformers, you know that Starscream behaves somewhat like a woman because of his voice and stuff. And he's submissive in certain ways, but he's conniving and backstabbing. No one wants a Megatron Starscream relationship, okay?
No. And
at
listen,
all.
if you want a man in your life and you want to marry a man, that you have got to let that man be a man. You have got to let him do what he is supposed to do as
if you ain't found yourself a real man, find one. Because there's always going to be this, well, what if he ain't? Okay, well, find a real one and then do this list. Right. So far, the list is good.
16, add value to life, or his life, I think.
Yeah, if you add value to our life, it makes us... makes us adore you more. It makes us value you more. You know, there's that whole saying, I can do bad all by myself. If you don't bring nothing to it, you don't add any type of value. Even if it was, some dudes just need somebody to help them. Even the Bible says, so God created a helper for him. If you just, some people think this is old, but if you just cook and clean, that goes a long way to a guy that's normally a bachelor. Just having a clean house and a meal, something to eat every time he's hungry. And
that right there, ladies, is part of...
You're adding that value.
It's also part of number 7, be his peace. If this man works all day, he should not be coming home with to a messy house. He should not be coming home and having to cook his own meals. There should be food on the table ready for him. The house should be clean. There should be nothing for him to do, because if he's worked all day and he is taking care of you, that is part of being his peace. And that's a big part of adding value to his life.
17, be nurturing.
Be nurturing.
Nurturing is how you care for him. She knows with me, I'm mainly a tiger. I take care of myself. I don't really. But
he's a manly man. You're such a man.
There was like one occasion in particular when I was sick. When I was like, she's like really taking care of me, like anything I need, because I really make sure that everything is handled. So she's told me she feels like she doesn't give enough or isn't able to give me enough because of how much I do for her. So when I fell sick, she was probably like, because she got to do everything.
I was like, oh, he's not down. Yes.
So I was all like,
And y'all guys, listen, we love y'all. We know you're strong, but when y'all are sick, please let us help you. You are not strong.
I think I had the you know what, and that's.
And I was all lovey-dovey, and guess who caught it next? Mm-hmm. But I was going though, probably because
she brought it to me.
Well, no, you brought it to me because I wasn't even in town when you caught it. 18. Heal and grow.
Wait. One more thing about nurturing. We know you're nurturing. Whether we want children or not, we know you're going to be a good mother. And that means something to men. Whether he wants children or not, it's a certain part of your character that is so caring that we know we could have children with you and know the children are going to be safe and raised well.
That's
because
important.
Sometimes there's when you're not nurturing, there's a certain cold and callousness to a woman that a man does not want. And he will get rid of you, and you might not know why, but trust me, that's why.
18.
Heal and grow with him.
Heal and grow with him.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's, yes. You have your problems. Heal together, grow together. Just make sure you're not making the same mistakes over.
Exactly.
And over.
Because at that point, it becomes a habit. It's no longer a mistake. Yeah. But healing and growing, I'm a big... There are things that probably your mate came in with that, he or she may need to heal from or whatever. But with that comes giving them the space, encouragement to be able to heal. But if you two are having issues or, you're having problems, talk about them. The last thing that you want is to not talk about anything and not know that you need to heal and not heal together and then end up, in odd places and not know why because you never talked about it. So I think it's important to heal with your mate. If there's something wrong, talk about it. If you can't talk about it, then find a safe space and time for you guys to talk about it, heal, and grow from it. Don't go back to what you grew from or don't go back to what you graduated from. If you grew from it, then you've got to have the discipline to maintain that and keep going.
19. Give him king treatment. Now, the reason why you want to give him king treatment, because if he gets king treatment with most good men, they will give you queen treatment. You want to be his queen, then you give him king treatment. She's your queen to be. So if y'all want that, treat him like a king.
Because if he's treating you like a queen, he definitely deserves to be treated like a king.
And then if you listen, even the dumbest ones will eventually figure out that you ain't reciprocating and giving them the king treatment they deserve. They've been treating you like a king, and they will leave you. Or be cheating on you the whole time, whichever. But anyway.
Yeah. 20. Have a spiritual connection.
Yeah, that's
important.
That's important, but it's also, I don't want to say ambiguous, but something's a little esoteric about that. If you have a good spiritual connection, you could talk about that religiously, but it could also be energetic. There are cultures that call the spirit your energy. Your life force is your spirit. So there are certain people you just feel good around. You
Mm-hmm.
immediately connect. You have that spiritual connection, that
Mm-hmm.
friend that you met the first day of class and is your friend in your 50s or in your
Friends for
20s.
life.
Yeah, that
Yep.
is a spiritual connection. So yes, you want to seek to have that.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have it, I think it can be cultivated, but I think great couples always have that spiritual connection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've prayed together, and he knows I pray, but we're big on energy, and we're big on clear energy and peaceful and safe energy, and we always want to make sure that that's always clear so we can keep going on that path.
21. Help him become a better man. I did that all by myself. The only thing she could do is bring me another beer, and that'll damn sure make me a better man. And a shot of whiskey. And that's the bottom line. Cause yes. I mean, hey.
And to help him become a better man doesn't mean that he's not a man
Yeah,
already,
men usually don't want any help doing anything.
Yeah.
But like I said, if he does ask you for help, you know, sometimes you can actually help a guy without telling him you're helping him,
Mm-hmm.
or letting him figure out that you're helping him. I don't say do anything conniving like remember in Soul Food when she went behind his back, talked to the dude she used to mess with, and got him the job.
Mm-hmm.
That's helping him, but that's not the type of help you want to do to help your man. You got what I'm saying? That's ooh, you know what I mean?
See,
so
I have a little funny example. So Tyrone can be forgetful sometimes, and sometimes it would be something small like his car keys or something. Or maybe he forgot to do something. Or maybe he forgot to put something away. I used to say, you forgot to, and he'd be like, yo, don't remind me. Like, I know, you know? So sometimes I'll sit back and I'll watch him forget to do something. So I know now not to make him feel like I'm on top of him about it. So, like, let's say if he left some fruit out or something, and I know that he forgot to put them in the fridge. I'll go and I'll say, did you want me to put them in the fridge for you? He'll be like, I know what you're doing.
And I know all what she's on to.
Because he forgot to put them in the fridge.
Did you want me to leave the TV on? Let me go over here. Yeah, turn the TV off. Yeah, turn it off. Okay?
So he'll be like, I see what you're doing. But we get so many laughs out of it now because he doesn't feel agitated because I am reminding him, because it's like, I know. But I'm like, but I know you forgot.
We're on the way out the door with a shopping bag because we can't have plastic bags on. We'll have a shopping bag in my hand. We're on to Costco. Do you think you want another one? Yeah, she knows how to get me. Yeah.
But you know what? And I was gonna say, and in turn, you know, I can see how that could make a man better, because it's like, okay, you know what? Like, I know she's got my back. I can trust her with helping me out. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you this though, even on a deeper level, if it's finances, if it's health, if it's other things that are more serious like that. Getting to know your man helps with all of that. Some men will accept help even in the most sensitive areas as long as you approach it the right way. Yeah. So whether that's talking to family and friends,
without
or just
belittling him
on
making
how
him feel...
to approach men. Okay.
22.
Be able to take care of yourself. Yeah. We don't want to feel like... See, women want to feel needed. Men want to feel needed too. But we don't want to feel like you're totally helpless without us. That is a strain on our heart, on our... It's one of the reasons that even though I haven't had them yet, because I haven't wanted them yet, because I do feel I'm just not ready totally yet. But children... And even when I had Lucky, my dog, there is always a worry that is always there for them. And if it was as much love as Lucky brought me, there was always a worry about him. And it's just, I know it's the same thing with children, even though I don't have them. You know, my mom used to tell me stuff she worried about, and how children, I didn't have gray hair until I had y'all. And, it's the saying, you want gray hair, have children, So I don't want to go too long, but if we want you to need us, but we need you to be self-sufficient at the same time. Because if you're not, you can also be a nag. Because it's like, no, I gotta go with her because she can't do this on her own, dude. That's how guys talk. I gotta go with her because she's not gonna do it right. I swear to God, I told her how to do it like 3-4 times. She don't know how to do it. Please. Just
going off.
We're not talking about even changing a tire. She's not, I know she ain't strong. I don't know if she's strong enough to get one of the nuts off.
I probably can, but if it's tight, I won't be able to do it on my own.
Giggity.
But see, now this is when there's a lot of women who, I'm independent, I don't need a man type of thing, right? But then there's a certain level of dependence that you still need to have. You still need to be independent enough to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You still should have a job. You still should have a bank account. You should have emergency funds. You should be able to, when God forbid something happens, let's say he can't, or your husband or whoever, like something happens and you are so used to, you got like the rich life. He pays for everything. You have no job, nothing. He loses his job. He wants to make sure that you can take care of yourself, that you are not looking at him like, damn, like I don't even have a job and I still got to take care of you. Yeah. I know
second in command should be able to, pull rank when she needs to.
Right.
If you incapacitated.
Right. And that's okay. But I don't want to say don't be independent, but you can be independent in your relationship without being masculine, without being trying to be the head, because that's
be strong and
a lot of relationships. It's almost like they compete against each other because I can make this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do this. You should be able to take care of yourself without making him feel like you don't need him. If that makes sense.
So 23 is never look at your man.
Never
what
look
a
at
man can do for you financially. Now, to me, that one is that one's not as cut and dry because women do look for support. Like when they're looking at you as a husband, can you support the family?
Right.
Can you take care
provide?
of the family?
Can you provide?
I mean, that is something financial. Don't be a gold digger, basically.
I was just about to say that. This is what
this is saying.
Don't be a gold digger. Don't go into it already putting it out there like, well, you need to take care of me. Mm-hmm. No. There's a different way to go about that. Mm-hmm. Can you provide?
Yeah. Can you provide for a family?
And that's okay to have those conversations because if you are going into a relationship and you have an end goal, which is marriage and everything like that, you want to be with somebody. As a woman, I want to be with somebody who can provide for me and our future children. Like if I can't trust you in providing for us, that worries me.
Yeah. And at the same time, the majority of households, people that are together, it takes 2 incomes nowadays anyway.
Exactly.
So that's why. So unless you're a woman that's looking to be a housewife, which I think is fine, you want someone who can provide for you. But don't just be looking at, lavish vacations, clothes, jewelry.
Right,
don't be a gold digger.
Right.
If he can take care of you, and he's a good man, all right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Almost
24. Done. Take away his problems, bring balance.
That goes hand in hand with being his peace. But taking away my problems for me, I told her just like certain things that I just don't like doing around the house. I say, listen, and it's not much.
It's not.
So if you do those for me, you get so much things out of my hair so that I can just make videos and focus on other things that I'm doing to, do what I'm doing to come up,
What was it that you said needed to be your Alfred?
Yeah. I was messing. Listen, I was messing with joking. her. But there's a scene in Batman, if you watch Batman 1989, where he sees Vicky Vale and he puts a pen down, and then Alfred runs behind him and picks the pen up, and he puts a drink down, and then Alfred runs behind him and picks up the drink.
Yeah, he was joking.
And I was joking, but I was saying, if you could just handle the little things that
which I do. Like, sometimes he'll make juice and forget for hours that he juiced. And when he goes back down there to juice, it's like, damn, now he's stressed out.
Well, I juice a lot. I juice fruits a lot. Not juice, but
now he stresses out because now he's got
cleaning the juicer,
and it stuff gets stuck in there, and so like I kind of watch that stuff, and I'll clean the juicer, I'll take out the trash, and the man's supposed to take the trash. Listen, he paid the bills. I can take the trash out, okay?
But you know what though?
Sometimes, but it's little things.
But I will. Look. Like I do need the heavy lifting in the house.
And I'll scream for help.
She cleans, she'll take the little recycling bucket out. You know what I mean? And sometimes if I forget the trash and if it's gotten a little heavy, she'll be like, "Oh, baby, I can't get. I'm sorry, I forgot it." And I'll just take it out. You know what I mean? But a lot of times our trash is in there. She just does it while she doesn't ask me. Mm. She just does it unless it's too heavy for her. So she just takes care of that. And I'm the one who takes out the giant trash can when they pick up the trash. Sometimes she do it too. If I forget, she does. So she, because I can be forgetful sometimes with certain things. Mm. But she doesn't want for anything. She gets everything she wants anyway, and she doesn't ask for much anyway.
Don't.
So
I don't ask for anything.
All she wants is food, cuddles. And was it food? What did I say? It was food, cuddles, and
that's a great segue. That's a great segue to 25. Take his soul, ladies.
And I thought about that right before we got to it. I was like, you know what?
Take his soul.
I think I know what she meant by that. You naughty, naughty woman, whoever you are that made this list. And it's absolutely true.
Snatched.
Because if you do, at any point, even if things are going bad, he'll always remember. It'll always be there.
Like, it's damn, man. Like, shit, man.
Yeah. It's just like y'all, if you go to see him for the first time and the next day you walk in with a cane, you're always gonna remember. So it's the same way with us. It's the same way. So if you handling your business and we handling our business, that's all taken care of.
And we all good. We are all good.
We are done this list. Man, this was almost an hour.
Oh man, this was a good one though.
Yeah,
this was a good one.
It's a good one. So I don't think I disagree with anything on the list. I think some of them, because they're so similar, they are repeats of others. Yeah. But other than that, I think I pretty much 100% agree with this whole list. So yeah. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all thought.
Hope you guys appreciated our take.
And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share.
Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And make sure your notifications are on so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. Make sure you guys are subscribed to both of our channels because YouTube is doing some weird stuff.
Oh yeah, make sure you subscribe.
Unsubscribing people.
Yeah.
So
glitches going on again.
Yeah.
So
make sure you guys are subscribed.
10 million subscribers. Woo!